just from a leadership standpoint, you think you're a certain type of leader and you have a certain style, and you sort of, act on those principles, but you never know if that's actually effective or not, because when you work with people, they don't always show you the actual truth. And I learned very quickly with horses, if you do something that they don't like, no, they listen to you. So you can really understand quickly what you do is actually effective or not. And so for me, that was really insightful, just to understand kind of how I was approaching things and my thought process, and if I got frustrated because I thought I knew something but it didn't work out. So it was a very real-time experience for me, just to understand who I was and how I did things. Working with this team right now is really able to think back to some of the experiences we had and when we did the training. One in particular was when we were walking, what's the blonde horse's name, around the arena, and we were in a group, and we had a leader without actually touching her. And she was the type of personality where if you were in front of her, she wasn't going to follow you or listen to you. You had to be, beside her, right behind her. And with our team, I thought the role of being, behind and sort of guiding the team from the back, basically. So it felt like everyone was, when I was, I guess, pulling the strings, but everyone had their position, their role, and the horse herself felt that she was making those the decisions on her own. And that's kind of the approach I took with my team, because I found that if I told them to do something, they were always defensive and they wouldn't do it. But when I sort of stepped back and let them make those first steps and guiding them from behind, then they were making a lot more progress and better progress than with me trying to pull them in a direction. So just with the way the team started working in the beginning of the spring, made me sort of think back to the situation back in the fall and said, okay, that kind of worked then, maybe I can use it now, and it did. So I connected the dots a little late, but it did. I think it would be definitely beneficial doing it this second time with the same group of people, because you've coming into it, it's a very different and foreign experience for a lot of people. Even people like me who've been around horses for a long time, I had to come and be like, okay, this is completely different. All the things I thought I could do, I can't. So coming back and you're more familiar, so you're probably, and the team, other people a lot better. So your defenses are down. You're a lot more open to, I guess, trying and understanding your group, and maybe because you're so familiar with them, it's the stuff that was difficult the first time is you work through really easily, but it brings up new challenges that you probably didn't think you were present, and you're able to tackle those and learn from that and move forward, just be more effective and cohesive team from that. I think this is a great experience. Every principal group should do this every year, just because it makes you, again, puts you in a completely foreign environment and makes the team work with different resources and just be resourceful and figure themselves out outside the confines of this table or this room or their project. So, and I think for all of us, it really helped us bond as a team as well, just outside school and work, and so it was a great experience.